Hey guys, welcome back to SkyFactory 2.5 with one Fred Jones. So today I want to make a mob farm. I want to make a mob farm right up there, and then down below it I want to put an auto spawner. I think it'll work out really well like that, and I've got a pretty good idea for a mob farm. But before we start that, let me show you what I've done in between episodes with our ores over here. So I managed to figure out a way to craft all of our ores into dust blocks and fit all of that into our area up here. Now, I was unable to compact down the actual crafting of the blocks, but I did manage to compact the breaking down of the cobblestone. So, if you remember last episode, all of these machines were all taking up a lot of space all down this side right here. Well, I managed to squish them all down and put it right into there. I did have to run some pipes underneath the ground there and stuff to get that done, but I did it. Yay. Anyways, so and then I also started using these tier 3 crafters instead of the tier 2 crafters. And the tier 3s have actually 8 slots for recipes, where the tier 2 I think only had to 4. So I could do 2 types of ore in each one. So that one's got iron and aluminum. This one's doing copper and platinum. We got silver and nickel, gold and tin, and then this one over here is a tier 2 crafter, and it's actually doing lead and crafting coal into blocks. And then I went ahead and started trash canning some bone meal, gunpowder, and flint. Those are things I don't think I'm going to use right now. I mean, if I decide to use them or if we run into a problem, we can always fix that later. But I really like this. I'm pretty proud of it. I've actually got it shut off though. As you can see here, our sifters don't have any power. I did that because I'm kind of running out of room down there. Let's go look. I've got so much iron ore dust, it's not even funny. So we could actually upgrade these caches, craft them into bigger caches, but I'm not quite ready to do that. I don't know exactly how the process is going to work from here. So I want to wait until I get that figured out before I start doing anything like that. Now, if I start to run out of redstone or diamonds or something, we can always turn it back on. But for right now, I'm going to leave it shut off. I've got plenty of things. So that's that. Now let's get over here and start looking at this. Now, my idea for this is to use fans. I'm not going to use any water, but I'll use fans to push the mobs around. So the mob farm will go out here, and then right below it, down here, this platform is mainly going to be for like running our plumbing and stuff, and I'm actually thinking about running all of our items from the mob farm back over there to that area where our storage and stuff is. And then down here is where the auto spawner will go. We'll be able to plumb all of our mob essence we get from the mob farm directly into the mob or the auto spawner, so it should work out pretty well. Now, I've already crafted some of the things that we need to do this. We're going to need to craft some more machines, and I probably should have done this on camera, but if you look at this auto spawner, it was not easy to craft. Let's look at the recipe here. So nether wart, how do you get nether wart? So getting nether wart's not easy, and how I did it was with the auto sieve. Now on YouTube I do have a tutorial for a soul sand generator, and that's basically what I did. I didn't automate it, I just kind of set it up real quick like, and I made a bunch of soul sand and I sifted it, and I've got nether wart. Now I also needed a gas tier because I also made a safari net, and as you can see we have an enderman in there. That's the first thing we're gonna spawn in our auto spawner is enderman. But the reason why I made the safari net was because we also need, oops, I keep clicking on it and not hitting recipe. Alright, so we need blood to make. We don't have glue, and we don't have pink slime, and we don't have regular slime, but we do have the ability to make blood. Now if I can find it to click on it here, there we go. All you have to do is put mobs into your smeltery and then pour that directly into a casting table. You don't have to have any mold or anything in there, so you just pour it directly into the crafting table and you get coagulated blood. And that's how I made the magma cream. So that was not easy. That took some time to do all that, but I got it done. And then the grinder's pretty easy to make. Keep clicking on it without pressing the recipe button. The only thing I had to do is I didn't have any paper. So to make our books, I used this recipe here, but I didn't have any paper. So what I did was a presser. I made a presser, which is really easy to make. Put a log in there, presses out paper. Got all the logs in the world, so that was pretty easy. So, and then I made these other things. All this other stuff's easy to make. There's our fans. We're going to use these red alloy wire to power our fans. And I made these repeaters because you can put them on upside down on the bottom of blocks, on the side of blocks. Should be pretty cool. So, of course, everything we're powering around here with solars. We've got a solar panel. But, okay, so I've kind of shown you what we're going to do. The grinder does a 5x5 area. So, right here is where everything's going to get killed. But the mob farm is actually going to be quite a bit bigger. So let me go ahead and get started on that, and I'll bring you guys back when I got it to a point where I can show you what's going on exactly. Alright, well, it doesn't look like much. It's just a big rectangular box, but it's going to get the job done. Now, I started to wire everything up and just show you guys what I did, but I think you guys might want to see how this red alloy wire works. So all the fans are in place. I've spaced them out. One space in between each one. Now, we don't need any fans over here because these guys are going to be doing the work. Now, these fans, they blow mobs 8 blocks. So if you count this one right here, which this is in the kill area, this 5x5 right here, the grinder will kill anything in here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, perfect. And then I wanted to also show you, you can actually power these fans if you put down a lever like right in between them. It'll power those two right there. But I want to be able to shut the fans off from the outside, and I don't want to have to go through and shut them off individually. So we're going to wire it to where there'll be a lever right there. So let's go ahead and get underneath there. Let me show you how it works. It should work out pretty dang good. Now, I didn't figure out where the repeaters need to go, but I basically am going to wire everything up, and then we'll power it, and then we'll know where the levers or the repeaters need to go from there. So as you can see here, we have the wire running all the way across the back like that, and then we're going to need to power these guys on the sides. Now check this out. All you have to do, where's the middle? Right there, is put it like that. It sticks up there. It's pretty cool. I wish vanilla had something like this. I really do. But we'll go out here, and then that's where our first fan is, and then there's a space and the second fan, just like that. Now, I have found that these polished, what are they called? Polished stone bricks, they do not transmit a redstone signal, so you can't power them through those, but these stone modern neutral masonry blocks do. So we'll run the wires up into them, and it'll transmit the signal through them, and our fans will get it. Come back around like this. We need one more right there, I think. Yeah. All right. So now let's throw a lever on there and see where our repeaters need to go. Huh. No repeaters necessary from the way it looks. Like, feel those fans blowing you too, so all the fans are working. Yeah. I guess the alloy wire doesn't require repeaters. So I made 4 repeaters for no reason. Oh well. Alright, so let's see. Let's go in here. And the fans can't reach us here, but if we step right there, blow us back. And then if we're over here, if a mob spawns right here, it'll get blown back this direction. And then those fans take effect and blow us over into the corner of the kill area, like so. Boom, he's dead. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and get our grinder set up real quick. Grab it in our pipes. Okay. We're going to want to put him right in the middle, right here. So let's get this all situated. Item ducts, yes. Fluid ducts, power. Throw this down here. All right, so we're going to go there with that. And then take that guy out. We didn't need to take the bottom one out, but that's all right. So let's go ahead and go power into the side, like so. And then we'll do fluid out this side. And then we'll run items. For right now, we're going to run the items just into a chest while we're testing. Like so. Okay. And then, oh, I need that tank. Grab the tank. We'll go underneath. plug the tank in like so, and run our flux duct out this way. Alright, now let's go throw a solar panel on. There. Getting a good charge. This guy's full up with energy. Alright, so now's the moment of truth. Did I have the glass? I do have the glass. Okay, we'll throw the glass down like so. I'm going to turn the fans off so I can get in there. Take out all of our torches. I got a bunch of torches in here. Alright, so it's all dark in here. Put the rest of the glass in. Now, I'll probably change this out when I can make it the tinted glass. Can't remember if that's exactly what it's called or not, but I think it's called tinted glass. Let's go ahead and turn on our fans. Yeah, with the tinted glass, you don't get near as much light in there, but this should work. Now, let's go run away from the area. That's one thing about this thing is you're going to have to be away from it in order for it to work. Oh, yeah, things are spawning already. Awesome. Endermans! That's the reason why I made it 3 tall fields for Endermans. Okay, look at them. Those guys are kind of fighting the fans. But they can't fight them. They can't fight them. Check it out. Alright, guys. Well, let me get everything together. I'm going to take out this platform down here. I'll probably just use vein miner. Let's go ahead and play around with that just a tiny bit on camera here. What I'll do... We've got all the cobblestone we could ever want, right? So, this torch, though, I kind of want the torches. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... I made another full pickaxe. I'm just going to chop out, let's say, these guys right here. And then I'll vein mine the rest. Boom. Perfect. Right on. Okay, so let me get everything together. I want to get together for our auto spawner, and we'll start working on that. We should have some mob essence in here too now, huh? Yep. 5 buckets of mob essence. Alright, well I think I've got our auto spawner chamber all figured out here. We've got a 5x5 at the bottom and a 9x9 at the top. The 5x5 of course is because our grinder only works in a 5x5, and the 9x9 at the top is because the auto spawner works and a 9x9. So let's go ahead and throw this guy in here. Let's get started on plumbing it all in and getting it ready to go. Now, if something spawns out here on this edge, it needs to go down there. So what we're going to use to fix that is we're going to throw in conveyor belts. The conveyor belts are pretty cool. They don't take any power. All you got to do is throw them down and they work. So if something does spawn here out here on the edge, it'll just catch that conveyor, drop right down, boom, it's dead. Okay, so let's go ahead and start running our power into our spawner. Get rid of that block underneath it. And we need to start plumbing in our mob essence as well. Throw that right there. Okay, and then the platform right here in the middle worked out pretty good. It comes out at a pretty good spot so we can get in here and do our work. Get up here. Boom, boom, boom. Stay low. So, okay, and then probably going to have to reverse the direction of that, and I did. Okay, perfect. Okay, that guy should have all the mob essence it's ever going to want, and then we'll run our power. Now, of course, what we're standing on right now is the roof of the mob spawner chamber, so I'll have to finish this guy up. I'll do that here in a minute after I put in the conveyor belt and everything. Come across here. Now we got power. Now, awesome. Now, if you're wondering what is up with the piston and the redstone block, well, these things are redstone controlled. At least they used to be. I don't know if they still are. Hopefully they sure are. Or still are. I'm going to look like an idiot. So in order to get this thing to work, you have to actually give it a redstone signal. So that's what that's for. You flip that lever on, gives it a redstone signal, it starts working, shut it off, it stops working, should work out pretty dang well. So now we're at a spot to where we can actually test this thing out. Now do I actually? Let's just grab that guy. And we're only going to spawn maybe 1 or 2 of these just to see if we're working properly. And since they're Endermen, they probably, yeah, look, it's got power, it's got mob essence. They probably won't hurt us. So yeah, it's not spawning any right now. So it looks like I was correct. Oh, it did spawn one. Oh, okay, so maybe that's on. And maybe that's off. Let's see if it spawns any now. Don't look at them. I may have looked at them. Alright, so that's good. So when the redstone block is touching the spawner, it's not working, but when it's not, it is. Alright, awesome. Okay, so let me get the conveyor belts put in. Let me put the top on this thing, build a grinder, and we'll test it out for real. Auto spawner complete. Well, not really. So I've got the top on, got the conveyor belts in, I got the grinder in, all plumbed in and everything. One small detail we're missing though. I need to be able to get in there and change out the safari nets. There used to be a mod that was connected with Tinker's Construct. I think it's called Tinker's Mechanism or something like that. That introduced a drawbridge is what it was called. So with the drawbridge, you could just hit a button and all these blocks would drop down. You could go in there, do what you got to do, but that's not in this pack. Long story short, that's not in this pack. So I got to figure out a way to get in and out of there and change out my safari nets. But that's not all the problems that we have. Now let's go ahead and just test this for right now. I'll just show you guys this thing working. It works pretty good. Now, since we have so much mob essence in the system, our grinder's backing up. See? But if we don't run the regular mob farm up there, we'll run out of mob essence pretty quick. So it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, it's working out pretty well. Getting all the ender pearls I could ever want. Shut that guy off. Now some of the other problems that we're having are up here. This thing overloads with items very quickly, and a bunch of items I don't care about. Like the rotten flesh I don't care about so much. String. I mean, we can go on and on. Bones, bows, all that stuff. So I need to work all this stuff out. So I've currently got a bunch of torches in there, got it shut off. I'm thinking about setting it up to where we'll have some lights that turn on when the fans turn off. So that's something I might work on later. But I'll have to start worrying about that in the next episode because that's all for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. And remember, you too can be one of the 5. Just subscribe.